McKenna Law Firm is 509-765-4451. Fax 509-765-619. McKenna Law Firm is 509-765-4451. Fax 509-765-619. This is Sunset Acres here in Othello, Washington. That's a CIMARON5INC, 1400 East Main Street. We got a JD 310 John Deere, most powerful John Deere equipment provided with the bucket, scorpion tail, and also a chainsaw, the most powerful chainsaw to deliver ordinances of cutting down trees with no shape and form of any kind of discretion of resistance or backlash. We got a most powerful chainsaw, has a green kickback on it, a steel chainsaw, and a steel blower, a BR200 and a BR800 Magnum, which has a filter system, backup system to take out and engineer a program to take all the trees down, discretionary service and policy regulation and services with the COVID authorization by the President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump. We got a case, United States Army case that was delivered here from, of course, at Booker Auction in Pasco, Washington, from Altopia. Delivered the ordinance and policy regulation and service of Sunset Acres here in Othello, Washington. The pond stretches all the way out to the highway. We got a road access all the way from CIMARON5INC. The McKenna Law Firm in Moses Lake at 509-765-4451, fax 509-765-619. Goes all the way to CIMARON5 and McKenna Law Firm in Moses Lake, Washington. It goes right to the McKenna Law Firm, Flynn, Merriman, Palmer in Kennewick, Washington. Straight. This trail has a back trail. It goes all the way to the McKenna Law Firm in Tri-Cities, Washington, called Flynn, Merriman, and Palmer Law Firm. McKenna Law Firm in Kennewick, Washington, and also the McKenna Law Firm in Moses Lake, Washington. That's 509-765-4451. Fax 509-765-6019. Now, the McKenna Law Firm carries ordinances, array of services, with the policy, regulation, and service of cutting all these trees down and landing a landmark of a stretch of a fence line. Now, the JD 310, we have to go to John Deere Company in RDO, John Deere Evergreen Implement, Moline, Illinois, the factory, the warehouse, the manufacturer factory where they generate and build John Deere equipment. There's 3 locations. This one is in Othello, Washington. It's called RDO. We offload the United States Army rig here in Sunset Acres and have it delivered, of course. This trail goes all the way to McKenna Law Firm in Moses Lake, Washington. 509-765-4451, fax 509-765-619. And also, Ajmer Singh here at CIMARON5, 1400 Main Street. We're at the bank. The bank carries a series of policy regulation authorizing, COVID authorizing, but this property is purchased. And the post office is right next to the person that has a recollection report of the property and deed and services. And that Othello Realty office, right next to the post office in Othello, Washington. They shut that place down. They shut the whole place down. So we take all the accessory, the trees, administration office, the trail, and break away with all the tree and shrubs, which we did. Take all this whole entire fence line and slope all the fence line, entire fence line. Take the hills and the mountain terrain and services and take it down. Ajmer Singh, CIMARON5, and also Mandeep, Nindu, Pajab, Kandar, mother and father, and her grandmother at Sunset Acres. We take the download, submit the information from a network cable called Verizon, the business license, the operations service center on Wall Street in New York, the main operations center inside the service rep service on sales floors and delivery for UPS and confirmation, FedEx, UPS confirmation, signature verification for delivery. Now the United States Army offload this case here at Sunset Acres. Now Ajmer Singh, CIMARON5, 1400 East Main Street, Othello, Washington, which carries a major opportunity of service, of bringing much of the policy regulations. We have to bring a rock out and put the rock out on the trailer hitch so we can back out the United States Army rig, offload it, put this chalk and put the block up on the trailer so we can unhitch the United States Army equipment off the trailer from Brooker Auction in Altopia, Pasco, Washington. Then we have to take all these trees down, the vegetation and services, root them out with the case, the JD310 with a backhoe with teeth, hydraulic oil, a tune-up, a muffler that's been purchased, a brand new scorpion tail for the JD310 from the John Deere company. The hydraulic hoses be replaced and put down on some brand new twined up, leathered, steel threaded hydraulic hoses. Rethread it, put them on the bucket, place it on the bucket, take the bucket off, take the scorpion tail off, and take the hydraulic hoses and rethread them, and also have them measured out to the specification of the hydraulic hoses, requiring specification of the inch, how many inches, and also the 2/10, 3/16, 4/16, 5/16, 6, 7, 16, 8/16, 9/16, 10/16, 11/16, 12/16, 13/16, 15/16, until it accumulates to a single an inch, which is an inch, which is 6/16 is equivalent to 1 inch. A foot is 12 inches. A yard is 3 feet. And we have to convert these 16ths to 1 inch and the 16th inch to by 1 foot to carry out the multitude of discretionary services, policy, regulation, and service administration office. Now the water lines, 194 and 224 valve, and the Sunset Acres here in Othello, Washington, connected to the pond here at Sunset Acres here in Othello, Washington, which belongs to CIMARON5INC, 1400 East Main Street, Othello, Washington. carrying a multitude of discretionary, take the pond, the debris, all these trees, and take all these trees down. And of course, the Fire Department 5, discretionary of a fire permit from Olympia, Washington, SOS Wild Gov Corps. Kim Wayman, Secretary Steve Hobbs, and Secretary SOS Wild Gov Corps at the Corporation Centers, SOS Wild Gov Corps. This is how to file the Washington State business tax electronically. Information how to sign electronic reminders due to dates. This is partial code. Partial code is 252990220001. 81 Resource Horticulture. Resource, this is map number 15290913000000. 0000000. Descriptions of PTN1 Northwest 1/4 Section 9 TWP 15RG 29 less tax 334. Ajmer Singh Nijjar, Upper Bishop, 1400 East Main Street, Othello, Washington. Land 151 acres, 4.00000000. Land 38 acres, 1.000000. Land 59 acres, 63.50000. Land size, rectangle. 2021 through 23, 24, 25, 2021, 2020, 2019. Of June 19, COVID-19 authorization of 2025. This is June 19th to 2025. Real property, 2019 25909022001. This is the President of the United States, 45th President of the United States of America. This is Donald Trump, to July 13th of 2024, assassination. Pennsylvania, Butler County. This is Donald Trump and his signature confirmation from the Pentagon, Oval House, White House, authorizing being the President of the United States of America. The United States Marines of 2025. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. This is Melania Trump, 56th First Lady of the United States of America. This is Bill Gates, William H. Gates, owner of Microsoft and Apple. The second shot of being President of the United States of America, Bill Gates, William H. Gates, owner of Microsoft and Apple. This is Melania Trump, Ivanka Trump, Laura Trump, Donald Trump, Kaylin C. Trump, Tiffany Trump, Eric Trump Jr., Eric Trump, Donald Trump Jr., Ivanka Trump, Donald Trump Sr., and Melania Trump. This is Marco Rubio and also Doug Brigham, and also the service of Pete Hegseth. Pentagon official policy regulation, Oval House, White House, and policy regulation. This is the Super Bowl. We're bringing the championship to the White House and the policy regulation services. Donald Trump, Melania Trump, the Oval House, White House. Donald Trump, 47th, 45th President of the United States. This is the monument spotted at the Social Security office and also the federal courthouse in Richland, Washington, 825 Jadwin. This is the second picture of the President of the United States, policy 47th President of the United States Marine Corps. The second picture of photograph being the President, policy, regulation, and authorization. This is the President, 47th President. This is the General of the President, 47th President, a processor and policy regulation of being the 47th President of the United States, the General of the United States Army. Norman J. Mattis, the Policy, Regulation, and Service Administration Office. And also the General of the United States Army. Departmental License, Business License. CIMARON5INC. John Lynn McKinnon, 704 East Olive. Washington Farm Bill is 401314A. And this is the Departmental License Business Service. Department License Provision to certified business below to authorize. John Limpkin, J. Inslee, Steve R. Hobbs, Secretary Marcus J. Glassford. License numbers 20117529. Expires October 1st of 2028. See the birth certificate is first name Felix Barela, October 21st, 1972, 10:41 a.m., Richland, Bank County, Washington. Cadillac Hospital, Roberta V. Hernandez, Nebraska. Juan Umbrella, Texas. 32 years, Roberta Violet Hernandez, 30 years in Nebraska. His first name Felix, last name Barela, October 21st, 1972. Richland, Bank County, Washington. The residing constituents and services from this gigantic woodpile. Administration Office, COVID authorization, and President primary election. So the most powerful chainsaw, it's increments of society of making testimony, services. A wood pile, this batch of wood pile that brought into a service center rep and service administration office at a McKenna law firm at 509-765-4451, 509-765-6019. The most powerful chainsaw to bring testimony and service from a administration office, cutting trees down, administration office. the SOS Wild Gov Corps, Kim Wayman, Secretary Steve Hobbs, and also the Policy, Regulation, and Service of the Administration Office carrying this executive order. The President of the United States of America, carrying this much of the testimony and service of Sunset Acres in CIMARON5INC, 1400 Main Street, McKen Law Firm, PS Corps, 509-765-4451, fax 509-765-6019. This much of this havoc of testimony and services, and catching the most biggest bass. Of course, you have to have a fishing license. You have to have a catch for salmon, steelhead, sockeye, ocean fish, freshwater fish, and catch a good-sized salmon and bass, crappie, bluegill, yellow belly, channel cat, rainbow trout, and German browns are somewhat livable and habitable in this lake. Now, German browns are like barracudas. They have razor sharp teeth, and they eat other fish, other species. And the service center of their life expectancy is very short. So they're livable in here. Just that how they be caught, how do you catch them, and their service of channel cat, yellow bellies, bluegill, rainbow trout, and also don't forget the carp. You have to have a bow, a crossbow to get these good-sized carp and catch these good-sized carp, which are sizable, and salmon steelheads are sizable with your catch on your fishing license. And your fishing license, you got your guns permit and concealed gun permit, and you got your bear license, you got your deer license, you got your elk license, you got your, of course, elk license, and also the rest of your point order for how many points it got on its on the catch, and also the crossbow and its proximity of its crosshairs and the scope. You got to make sure you got the precision on the service of the ordinance of a direct scale of weighing the salmon, steelhead, or counting the permit as the bear or cougar mountain lion you catch, and that black bear, brown bear, or grizzly, or a Kodiak, catching that catch and measuring and put on YouTube URL. That specification is very necessary. Now, SOS Wild Gov, Kim Wayman, Secretary Steve Hobbs, and Secretary SOS 801 Capitol Way, P.O. Box 40234, Olympia, Washington 98504. Steve Hobbs, Marcus J. Glasper, and also don't forget the Policy, Regulation, and Service of Governor Jay Inslee and Mr. Washington Bar Association, Bob Ferguson. Now, the new governor and the governor for Washington State carry that Policy, Regulation, and Services Administration Office, and that service, Policy, Regulation, and Service, of making testimony. We have to make some kind of havoc and laying down some new video and confirmation verification for the business license and URL, and at the CIMARON5, also the McKen Law Firm at 509-765-4451, fax 509-765-6019. You know, establishing the document, sealed document, and also taking the tree down with the most powerful chainsaw and the blower, the BR200, the BR800 from, of course, Ace Hardware, the owner Ace Hardware here in Othello, Washington, and broadcasting and put that URL confirmation verification of all that sealed documents for, you know, fire permit, burning permit, Olympia, Washington, SOS Wild Gov Corps, and Secretary Steve Hobbs and Kim Wayman, and also don't forget Marcus J. Glasper, and also Mr. Governor Jay Inslee, and also don't forget Mr. Bob Ferguson. Now I'm going to the Social Security Office and Policy Regulation of the SOS Wild Gov Olympia, Washington, Olympia building, and getting that document and sealed document. And then kind of all these trees down to discretionary services, and taking the United States Army vehicle and rig from Altopia Booker auction, offloading it and offsetting it, and taking all this material on video confirmation verification. Now, McKenna Law Firm at 509-765-4451. Fax 509-765-6019.